some time ago, maybe around 1:30 this afternoon, demanding that this link be cancelled. Earlier, remember, the author had to cancel his trip to India because the Rajasthan police told him there were inputs of a threat to his life.
But now it turns out that even a virtual Salman Rushdie seems to be a threat in some form or the other to certain members of the Muslim community. An umbrella group of Muslim organizations had showed up at the Literature Festival a short while back. At that time, their protests were in fact peaceful, but they had threatened that the threats could escalate if Salman Rushdie went ahead with his video link. Subsequently, the police had indicated that they would be willing to take some of these protesters in custody in the interest of upholding public order. Unfortunately, that is not the way forward in this particular case. We are learning that Rushdie's video link has been cancelled. We're trying to connect with our correspondents there in Jaipur. Amrita Tripathi reporting from the Literature Fest. Swati Vashisht reporting from the point of view of the Rajasthan government and what it makes of all of this. And certainly we're going to try and connect with the organizers as well. But Salman Rushdie was essentially supposed to make that video link from London. And he had apparently given an undertaking to the organizers that he would not touch on any controversial topic, certainly not the satanic verses or even the controversies surrounding his appearance at the Jaipur Literature Fest. Despite that, it appears that somebody or the other has bowed down to an assorted group of hardliners, in a sense, who are opposed to even hearing from Salman Rushdie. It has to be noted at this point that there was nothing illegal about Salman Rushdie going ahead with that video chat, provided he stayed within the contours of law. It appears that that link has now been cancelled.
In fact, the topic of this video conference was going to be Midnight's Child. Salman Rushdie wouldn't have spoken at all about the satanic verses or read out from it. That was an understanding between the organizers, the authors and the Rajasthan police. Although there was no written agreement, there was no question of a written permission given by the Rajasthan Home Department, yet there was some kind of understanding that Salman Rushdie would steer clear of the satanic verses. It was going to be an hour-long session starting at 3:45, but it was made clear by the organizers this morning that there would be no question and answer session that normally follows an interaction with any author. No questions would be entertained. That was made clear this morning, and there would be no talk at all about the satanic verses. But even that is unacceptable to these hardline groups, some of whom which members reached the venue this afternoon. There was tight security. Police tried to intervene. The organizers tried to speak to those people, but it seems it all came to naught because these protesters are not convinced. They do not want Salman Rushdie to appear at the Jaipur Literature Festival even through a video link.
And what we are learning from Rajasthan police sources is that the link has been cancelled on the advice of the organizers. So if you look at what the police are suggesting, it looks like the decision has been taken by the organizers themselves, and the police have chosen to respect that. However, we will try and connect with the organizers as well. Let's go straight across to Jaipur. Swati Vashisht has the very latest. Swati, what can you tell us about this particular situation? Is it absolutely clear that Salman Rushdie will not do that video link?
Well, we've yet to receive a final confirmation, but what we are getting to know from sources here is that it has indeed been cancelled. But I spoke to the Chief Secretary, and what he's told us is that it's not from the government. The government has not issued any such instructions to cancel the link. So he said that it's from the organizers, but we've yet to get a word from the organizers.
Have the organizers spoken to Salman Rushdie? Is there any information on whether he decided to pull out? He decided that enough is enough, he should just stay away?
Well, so far there is no information of that kind. We've yet to get a word from the organizers on what is the possible cause of this cancellation. What we have come to understand, though, is that it was law and order issues that began cropping up earlier this afternoon, after it was announced that the video link will take place here, are the trigger to this whole row and then the cancellation.
So, you've been reporting on those protesters who've landed there at the venue around 1:30.